Hi dear fans, friends and subscribers. Welcome to the Cricket Happening show today with your host Ram. And in this particular Cricket Happening show, what we are really going to look at is tomorrow we have the the third one day international. As you know, the one day series between India and West Indies have been pruned to 4 one day internationals. The reason being that the third one day international at Vizag was washed out due to a cyclonic storm, and then it became a four match one day series. Now this 4 match one day series right now stands at 1-1. So both the teams are locked at 1-1, and there are only 2 matches to go. And tomorrow there's going to be a match which is going to be starting at Dharamsala. Now Dharamsala is a very hilly place. And the ball really swings like a banana in the air, and any person, I think the swing bowlers would be making merry at Dharamsala. And we've seen that it happened. The first match which was played at Dharamsala was last year when England played India at Dharamsala, and we saw that the England bowlers were swinging the ball like a real banana. So basically we are going to see some good bowling there, and I'm sure we are not going to see any high scoring matches there in the third one day international which is going to be played at Dharamsala. So I'm going to do a preview of that fourth one day international, the third one day international match which is coming up tomorrow. Other than that, in this Cricket Happening show, we are looking at the tour game which is happening between Australia and Pakistan, and today Australia made 273 for 8 in reply on the second day, and Alex Doolan was the man who went on to hit a century, absolutely enhancing his claims for a test place in the Australian test side to face Pakistan in the first test in Dubai. And then Zimbabwe have named their squad, the one day squad and the test match squad for the series against Bangladesh, where they would be going to Bangladesh and playing against Bangladesh. So I'll be talking about that. But first, let's head on to Dharamsala for the preview of the third one day international which is coming up between India and West Indies. Well, as I said, both the teams are locked at 1-1, and the key is going to be the bowlers, and especially in the morning. I am sure the swing bowlers would be achieving some prodigious swing in the morning for sure, and also when the lights are on, there would definitely be something in with the new ball. So I think it's a match which is pretty interestingly going to be watched because, as I said, the ball is definitely going to rule over the ball in Dharamshala. As I said, it's a very hilly place, and there is a lot of breeze blowing, and the batsmen would probably feel that they are in England. That's how the situation is going to be. Now, and the sky would be overcast. There would be overcast conditions too. So it will be pretty interesting to see, how the batsmen actually cope up with the ball. Well, let's look at India. Well, I think both the teams are pretty strong in their respective departments. But tomorrow, I'm sure Mahendra Singh Dhoni would be definitely strengthening his pace resources. So one would see Bhuvneshwar Kumar for sure handling the ball. Opening up with the new ball with Mohammad Shami, and then Umesh Yadav definitely would be there. So what I would ideally like to see is that in place of Amit Mishra, I would like to see that new spinner Kuldeep Yadav coming into the picture and bowling against the West Indies. So because he could be a surprise package. So I'm really looking forward, because now you know that India is having a lot of spinners in their mix, and one is really looking forward to Kuldeep Yadav, the 19-year-old bowler, actually making his one day international debut. Whether that will happen, one does not know. One has to wait and watch. But tomorrow, as I said, the prime focus will be on the bowlers, because the bowlers will be holding the strings tomorrow in this third one day international Dharamshala. Well, as far as the batting is concerned, as I said, batting, well, India definitely boasts of a good batting lineup. Ajinkya Rahane, Shikhar Dhawan, who is in some not in some great form, I would say. Virat Kohli has just hit form at the right time. Ambati Rayudu needs to really carry on his innings. He's contributing in 30s and 40s and 20s. That's not really enough. He really needs to perk it up really needs to take it on in a big way. Suresh Raina, and Suresh Raina is also, he's a wonderful player, but he's also one who is not really come up in a big way in this one day international series. Yes, he did score 60 odd runs, but again, Suresh Raina has to do. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni, we all know what he's capable of as a captain and as a batsman. And Ravindra Jadeja, who is the bits and pieces player for India, who contributes in all the departments of the game. So that is as far as the Indian team. For West Indies, well, their injury problems continue to actually confound them. Once again, they are out with their opening combination of Wayne Smith and Darren Bravo because Lendl Simmons has returned home, and I learned that Nikita Miller, the left-arm spinner, is flying in to replace Lendl Simmons. So they're actually bringing in a left-arm spinner in place of a batsman. So that sounds a bit surprising for me. Then the West Indies batting, well, they are doing well. Marlon Samuels has already got a century in this one-day international series, looking good. Then let's talk about the bowling. Now, bowling is something where West Indies would probably revel, because as I said, it is all a matter of actually looking at the bowling here in Dharamsala, where the ball is going to do the talking much over the bat, no doubt about that. So I think West Indies are much I wouldn't say better place, but I think as far as the swing bowling department is concerned, I think India and West Indies both are looking even Stevens here, because for West Indies, the good thing has been Jerome Taylor has been bowling excellently. He has not only been knocking down the wickets, he has also been bowling the right areas, and he is the one to watch for accordingly. He's looked to be a very improved bowler after making his comeback. We saw that he did well in the Caribbean Premier League too. So we are looking forward to Jerome Taylor once again doing well. The commentators have been praising him, as you know. Ian Bishop has been raving about Jerome Taylor, no doubt about that. He has been doing a wonderful job, and tomorrow I think Jerome Taylor would be really relishing the opportunity here to bowl at Dharamsala, where there will be a lot of things for the pace bowlers. There will be good, nice carry, there will be nice swing movement, and that would be pretty good to see. The atmosphere would really aid them. And then they have the bowling of Ravi Rampal, who could also could be a very tough customer to deal with in these conditions. And then they have some real swing bowlers who could really swing the ball. Darren Sammy himself, Andre Russell could be someone to be reckoned with. I think West Indies are probably looking having a bit of an edge sorry, over the Indian bowlers here. But again, definitely the ball is the one which is going to do all the talking tomorrow in Dharamshala. West Indies, well, the batting is looking good. Wayne Smith is doing well, just missed out on his first one-day international century in his one-day international career the other day. Darren Bravo, the opening has not been really firing for West Indies. Now that is a question mark for both India and West Indies, whether one has to wait and watch whether the opening combination is able to put up something on the board to lay a foundation. So that is another thing. Marlon Samuels is good, as I said. Dinesh Ramadan has been looking good too, and then they have Dwayne Bravo, the captain himself. I thought he's leading the team very well. Kieron Pollard, as you know, he's a magnificent all-rounder. For him, doesn't matter the ball swings or not, as long as he connects the ball will travel a long way. Darren Sammy and Andre Russell can really tear the leather of the ball, but tomorrow, whether that would be the day. As I said, all eyes will be on the ball and not on the bat. And Suleiman Ben, the left-arm spinner, who is also a very good spinner. So all in all, I think we are in for a very good fare at Dharamshala. As I said, again, as I'm telling you repeatedly on this preview, the ball is going to do the talking in Dharamshala. Well, let's head on from here to the tour game where Pakistan are taking on Australia. And today was the second day's play. Yesterday we saw that it was the Asad Shafiq, the captain of the Pakistan A team, getting onto a century. Today it was the turn of Alex Doolan to get onto a century. In fact, Chris Rogers was out for a duck today. He was out to the very first ball of the second day when Mohammad Tala had him LBW. Phil Hughes was a victim of the bowling of Rahat Ali, LBW for 14 with 1-4, and then it was left to Alex Doolan. Alex Doolan definitely started off in a very edgy manner. A lot of balls actually, a lot of his strokes actually edged through the slips. But he really settled down finally and unleashed some very good strokes. In fact, he hit one beautiful 6-2, and then finally he started blossoming into some very good streak making by making 104 runs, where he retired out after making 104 with 12 fours and 3 sixes. Michael Clark, who came back, looked a bit rusty, and he was gone pretty soon. He was caught. Shan Masood bowled Hassan Adil for 10. Stephen Smith got a good knockout there of 58 with 9 boundaries. He also retired out. Mitchell Marsh was out for a duck on his comeback of the just of 3 balls. Brad Hadding was not out on 38 with 5 fours and 1 6. Mitchell Johnson made 7, Shiddle 16, and Steve O'Keefe not out 4. The bowling for the Pakistan: Mohammad Tala 1 for 34, Imran Khan none for 21, Rahat Ali looked good, Tala was 1 for 25, 1 for 59 for Raza Hassan. So every bowler who bowled actually took a wicket, barring Imran Khan and Asad Shafiq. Atullah Hassan Adil Karamat Ali also bowled well. So that is as far as this particular match is concerned on the second day. Third day, I'm sure Pakistan would be, Australians are trailing by 32 runs, but Pakistan will be batting on the third day. Well, that is something that I wanted to really talk. So 273 for 8 is the score for the Australians against the Pakistani team here at, I think it is in Sharjah. So now let's have a look at the other news here, and that is I'm talking about the Zimbabwe team that has been selected. Zimbabwe has selected the team to actually play 3 tests against Bangladesh, which is going to be played in Bangladesh, and after that in November and December they will have 5 one-day internationals. So the team has been selected. Let's have a look at the test squad. Now the Zimbabwe squad, if you look at it, we see that Donald Tripano, I thought he bowled well. I mean, he's not figuring in the test matches. In fact, they have decided to do away with Donald Tripano in both the versions, which probably comes as a surprise for me, because I thought he bowled pretty well against the Australians and South Africans in the triangular series. Mark Vermeulen probably got a few games, and he has also been left out of the team. Now, whether Mark Vermeulen is figuring in, I'm just trying to see whether he's figuring in the one-day squad. No, I don't see Mark Vermeulen. So Mark Vermeulen, who made a comeback after quite a long gap, does not figure in both the versions. And then Sean Williams, to me, as a big surprise, that Sean Williams, I thought he's a very consistent bloke as far as batting is concerned, and he doesn't figure in the test matches and the one-day version. So what actually Zimbabwe have done is that they have recalled Craig Irvine, who has come into both the test and the one-day international squads, and they have also given a recall to Tinashe Panyagra, who was banned for some, I think, for something, and then he came back. So Tinashe Panyagra is a very good prospect. He bowls at some very good pace. He can really lift up his pace at times. So he has been back, and he has been given a chance in both the versions of the game, Test and ODI. So I think that's a right way to go. He was expelled for indiscipline in August, as you would remember. Now, I'm told that I just got some information here. Sean Irvine has not been dropped. Sean Irvine, who is a very good player, who is a very consistent player. Unfortunately, Sean Irvine is, Craig Irvine actually, has actually come back into the Bangladesh team. And there are also some new faces in this Bangladesh team. One is Brian Chari. I'm told he's a top order batsman who was playing of the part of the Zimbabwe squad, and he was the leading run scorer there. So he has done well. And then we know about Hamilton Masakadza. We know Shingirai Masakadza. Now the Shingirai Masakadza has been left out of the ODIs, but what they have done is there is another person, the brother of Hamilton Masakadza and Shingirai Masakadza, who is his name, I'm just trying to see what his name is. He is known as Wellington Masakadza. They are 3 brothers, and he has actually made it to the squad. And now let me see where has he made it. Wellington Masakadza has made it to the test squad here. So that is another information that I wanted to share. Other than that, well, the teams are absolutely the same. There is not much of change, as you know, about the Zimbabwe team. And but I was a bit surprised of 2 good players like Sean Williams and Mark Vermeulen missing from the both the test and the ODI squad. That comes as a real surprise. I thought they are very talented players. Well, so that is for the Zimbabwean selectors to decide. But all in all, this is the team selection as far as the Zimbabwe is concerned for the tour of Bangladesh. Well, dear fans and subscribers, that really brings an end to this Cricket Happening show of mine today. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram will be seeing you tomorrow on the next Cricket Happening show. Until then, it's goodbye. Thank you.